So I know I've arrived at WatchPro because it says so there. So we have WatchPro, Central London, the Freemason Hall, and it's a lovely venue actually. But I think what I will do is I'll turn the camera and we'll go for a walk through. So let me take you through WatchPro, because this is a really nice place. Now I know that look at this grand entrance; it's really rather sweet. But I'm going to take you upstairs, where I know that the exhibition is taking place. Now the reason that I'm showing you this is because it's very nice, and I thought, why not? And I love this marble interior. This decoration and aesthetic, isn't it lovely? But okay, so let's take a look. Now, the entrance is lovely. Look at that. Now, straight away, we can see Horage over there and Milus. Now, I don't know all of these brands. I might be familiar with the name. Now, of course, we have Fortis here. Now, I do like Fortis. But what I've realized is that it'll take me forever if I stop at every brand. So what I will do is I'll quickly, I'll take you on a tour. So let's do that. So this bit of the video is literally a tour of the venue and what the place looks like. And it's very nice. This is super. So on this occasion, some people might be thinking, hold on, will I stop and look at the brands? And I will, but I thought, let me whiz you through straight away, because the venue's so cool. And I love these high ceilings. Look at that for a ceiling. Isn't that delightful? And we've got Baltic over here, and I will be going over there again. But, Ultravolt. That must be to put your watches in. But isn't this lovely? Now I know that the refreshments are through there, so that's jolly good. I might take you through there actually at the very end, because I love the refreshments location of any event like this. But isn't it lovely? And yeah, look at that. It's once again, it's just very nice to be here. And so we have Molquin, obviously straps, Elliot Brown there, I do know those. So don't worry, I will be coming back and I'm looking at these and Lionheart jewellery. I know these because I've just said hello. Anyway, let me, Micro-milspec, I will be coming back. Okay, so hopefully I've gone round as quickly as I can, and I've given you I've probably missed so much, but I'm back at Fortis here. But anyway, this bit of the video, I just wanted to show you how cool this place is, and I'm going to leave you with David from Horage there, and he's chatting to a couple of people there. Anyway, WatchPro in the Freemasons Hall in central London. So some of you are going to recognise this name for this watch. Well, I do, and it's got a very distinct aesthetic, and I think it was taken from a train station in Switzerland, and it really is one of those, in my opinion, once you've got this lovely design, once you've got this fabulous design actually, you don't really need to change it. They got it right at the very beginning, and I love the fact that they've got this this watch in every slight variation you can think of. It's very delightful, isn't it? I quite like it. Anyway, this is Mondaine. It's very Swiss, isn't it? It's very good. So I thought I'd show you Milus, because it caught my attention. So Milus at WatchPro. Now straight away, this piece here. Now it's I would say it's 36mm case, and we have the double crown aesthetic. Isn't it nice? It's obviously a smaller version than these pieces here. Aren't they nice? Hopefully I'm focusing on that. It's very sweet, I do like it. And I love the presentation of these displays, like, oh, and let me show you this. And I love the addition of the Swiss penknife there. I'm assuming it's Swiss, it might not be, but it's rather cool, isn't it? And I think, yeah, it's detailed on the hoarding there. So it's rather nice. Yeah, this brand caught my attention, so I thought, why don't I show you these pieces? Aren't they very nice? Oh, these are very nice. I love the blue dial. Yeah, that's lovely. And there's I think that's it's the same watch, but a grey dial. I will take some photos of that. Anyway, this is Milus at WatchPro. It's very nice. With Martin, hello.
Hello.
And Kerbedanz, and Martin is going to show me this watch that sort of jumped out and really appealed to me. So Martin, please tell me about this.
Of course, this is our last release from Watches and Wonders this year. This is our latest movement, La Loupe. This is a perfectly mixed watch with 38mm case in rose gold, and here on this very special watch with very simple and complex also. I would love to call it simplex.
Yeah.
You will have one single hand.
Yeah.
And you will have a show, because in our brand we provide the micro-mechanical show to our customers.
Yeah.
And for the show, it will happen every 65 minutes and 27 seconds.
Right.
You will see the minute hand.
Yeah.
Who's turning.
Yeah.
The disc also with the
yes.
hour indicator is a diamond.
Yeah, that's right.
And the second hand will meet the diamond every 65 minutes and 27 seconds to magnify it by a loop effect.
Oh, right.
So it's very sensual, very romantic.
Yeah, yeah.
And all it's indicated on the back.
Yeah.
And it says, rendez-vous dans 65 minutes et 27 secondes.
Yeah. I have to say, I have held this in the hand, and it is delightful. 38mm. Oh, I won't.
38.
And the buckle and the attention to detail on that strap is lovely.
Normally, this strap is blue.
Yes.
Just my prototype. But on this is our logo here.
Yeah.
But in the other side, you can personalize and to write it down your initial, a special date, or whatever you want.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it matches the loop fastening mechanism down here.
Yes, exactly, because it's very round.
Yeah, and it will make it
when you want.
Yeah.
To close it.
But it'll make it very wearable. It'll be very comfortable to wear. I've got to say, that is a delightful watch. It really jumped out and caught my attention. The dial, I love these simple dials. It's very nice. Martin, that is super.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I absolutely like it.
Thank you. So I thought I'd show you Cimier because it caught my attention. But these are very pleasant. Especially the chronographs here. But I thought, why don't I take you through the watches on display here. Now, I do like these three, and I imagine these are a 38 diameter case, so very wearable. And I imagine people like these, especially all those colours are so delightful. I feel many times that I want the whole range. Aren't they nice? Okay, so we've got these chronograph pieces. Very, very nice. Oh yes, I love seeing the engine room and the movements. That is delightful. That is absolutely delightful. Aren't they nice? So, of course, the blue dial here, green dial, then a lighter dial. It's cream or silver. I can't tell. I would say that that's a cream colour, actually, a cream silver. And then, of course, we have some more dial variations here. They're very sweet. Look at those. Oh, I like the orange. That's very nice. Anyway, this is Cimier, and they're very nice. So I came across a wake, and it really grabbed my attention. Now, so this orange piece here, now it actually has some wrapping around it, so I don't want to touch it, but it does look rather nice. I wonder if I can turn it over. Yes, I will do. And yes, to see the automatic movement. I love seeing the engine room on watches. That is delightful. Now, because I've noticed I've got the whole display, so I'll quickly show you the range of watches here. Now, these are all. I do apologise. So I was just mentioning the dial. Now, Benjamin here, hello Benjamin, was just about to tell me about this dial, and I found it so interesting. I thought, Benjamin, tell me again.
Yeah, great. So on all our watches are handmade dials, and so here you have metal dials that's handmade, and that's a lacquer from Vietnam called sunmade. That's a traditional technique.
Okay.
And here you have a combination of two metal dials. You have the silver leaf that we apply on the base of the dial. That's the first application about the process making our dial. And after that, we are applying multiple layers of lacquer, and between each layer we have to polish to do like quality control to avoid any dust between any layer. And so our craftsmen have to spend like 10 or 15 hours to make one dial. So here you have what we are doing since 1 year. That's silver leaf, apply on the base, and lacquer.
Yeah.
So that's the Korean collection here with red, purple, the gray one, and the blue one.
Yeah.
And so here you have like a more complex watch with. Here you have like
that's very striking.
4 different colors that we try to apply on the dial, and so you have like. I don't know the term in English, a gradient.
Gradient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it plays a lot.
Oh, that's lovely. Hopefully, I think the camera will pick up the glare, but I can. But looking at it like this, I can tell you it's striking. That is so delightful. I do like these dials that you fall into, and that's very nice. And I love the colour of that. Actually, it's very striking.
And it's still silver leaf here.
Yeah.
And we have something that we are gonna launch next week.
Yeah. Ah.
That's here.
Right. Okay. Oh wow. Hopefully I can.
So here you have that's also a lacquer dial.
Yeah.
But we are adding into the lacquer little fragments of mother of pearl.
Right. Okay.
And so combining with natural pigments that you can see here, you have the blue one, the green one, and the pink one.
Yeah.
All that stuff combining together make one of the craziest dials we ever made.
Oh wow. Yeah, that does look, it's so inviting for you to stare at the thing. And that's very nice.
Yeah, on this launch, so that's next week, where we try to give different feelings about the dial. Here you have like big fragments with lots of space. You are like in a galaxy, I think.
Yeah.
And here you have like more medium sizes fragments, and here the little. That's
right. Yeah.
Really different feelings about each version.
These designs and the dials have such visual interest. It's very nice. I'm trying to avoid the light there, but hopefully you can see. Actually, this photo here will probably illustrate the texture, the aesthetic of the dial. It's very nice.
Maybe we can speak a little about this one because it's crazy too, because that's not the fragments ones, but that's the evolution of the technique we are applying for this model. Yeah, that's the same thing. You have the silver leaf here, but it's more complex because, as you can see, you have like dark area, you have the green area. It's why, because here we are cutting the silver leaf. We are like creating the shape we want and adding the silver leaf where we want onto the dial and making the pattern we want.
Oh wow.
And so to recap about this technique a little, that's like this one, but you repeat the same technique multiple time, and you are doing like a millefeuille.
Right.
You have like lacquer, silver leaf, lacquer, silver leaf, lacquer, silver leaf, and it makes this kind of pattern just crazy.
What I like, I suppose I'm using my words, is of course there is the adage, these timepieces, these watches are really are so close to mechanical artwork. They really are, and they're crafted so well. And I love the detail and the effort that goes into things like the dials. And I can see that Awake is really into putting a lot of design effort into the design, into the dials. It's really very, very sweet.
Let me show you one last thing.
Yeah.
Because that's I'm an engineer.
Okay.
So I'm not a seller. Sometimes I'm more technique, have technique stuff. So tell me if it's not good.
No, it's brilliant. You are excellent. Thank you.
So you have one of the major focus of the brand, the dial, the techniques we use.
Yeah.
But we wanted also to add something technique into the watches, and so we developed a Luminox signature.
Yes.
Onto the indexes and also the hands.
It's very striking. Yeah.
So and to speak about the construction, you have like that's quite the opposite things we do on classic index.
Yeah.
Onto classic index, you have lume into the middle of the index.
Yeah.
And here you have like a solid base of Luminova.
Yeah.
And after that, we are applying the metal parts. The metal part is polished and faceted.
Yeah.
And we are applying it just in the middle of the luminous base.
Yeah.
That's the same construction for the hands.
Wow.
And it took us like more than 1 year to develop.
I bet it did.
Lots of prototypes.
Yeah.
Lots of cool things there.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
The result is really mesmerizing.
Yeah. I can see. Well, I can see the effort and I can see the skill here. It is very delightful. It's lovely coming to an event like this because WatchPro, because I get to, and people here will get to see these brands and meet guys like you and have this wonderful explanation. It's very nice.
I try my best.
You mentioned Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
And please tell me more.
So we did a collaboration with Chris on this crazy watch.
Yeah.
That's like the same case, same technique that we use on the other watches, but we tell to Chris, okay, we're gonna give you like a die base with a black lacquer, and after that you do your job, you do what you want.
Yeah.
And he did like a snake pattern onto
Yeah.
And we choose to not add indexes and logo on the dial, just to let the pattern that Chris created just explain.
I love it when these guys are let loose on design, because when you see the product, the end result, it always makes sense. Because that watch, before I even spoke to you, I was drawn to it. I don't know, but I literally took the camera to this watch at the very beginning because I thought, oh, that's very interesting.
And you still have the Luminous signature, but only on hands, because we just have the hands on this watch.
It's very good. Hey, that is so cool. Okay, thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I thought I'd show you Maen because that watch, it does remind me of another watch. Now, I don't mind that sort of thing at all because all watches are inspired by very good designs, and I quite like the way this looks actually, and I like the fact that they're here and they're presented like this, but it's rather nice. Now, of course, anything chronograph I'm a big fan of. Aren't they super? They're really nice actually. And I'm guessing they're about a 38mm case. So once again, oh, look at that. That is rather nice. I have to say, that's really nice. Look at that. Yeah, that's... Now, these two here, oh, the blue one's very nice. The moon phase. they're very nice. Now, I don't know Maen. I recognise the brand name, and because I had an opportunity to come over and take this quick video, I thought I would. But yeah, rather nice. I am a fan of this style of watch, and especially this K-shape. It's very, very nice. I do like it. Anyway, this is Maen. So I really wanted to show you this Elka, and this watch caught my attention. Now the crystal is playing with the light, so I don't know how. I mean, it looks quite nice actually, but I wanted to show you. Now this is obviously the green dial, but there is a red dial here and another green dial, and even though the lighting is a little tricky, I still want you to see it because I thought it looked so cool. This is very nice actually. Anyway, this is Elka. But let me show you what else is here, because this very nice gentleman was was just telling me about these watches, and the way that they look, is very appealing. I think people that like this aesthetic, this style and colours, they're very nice, and it caught my attention so much that I put the green watch on, and because of the lighting and the position we're in, the light is refracting across the crystal, but that's okay because I think you can still pick it up. And once again, these watches, well, a nice thing about film watches, and that watch right there, that was so difficult. I don't know how, but I've now got it without the glare, and it's very nice. It's really, I can't believe it. It took me ages to position that so that the glare wasn't across the crystal. Anyway, but look at these. Aren't they nice? And oh, that one there, that looks very nice. Yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah. I like these subtle khaki colours, beige colours. I really don't mind them at all. This one here, very military. I find very desert, very military, very nice. Anyway, this is Elka. I was just leaving Elka, and then Hakim was chatting to me a little more, and so you have a black and white watch coming out tomorrow, I think. But you actually started telling me about it.
Yes, so tomorrow I will launch two products. In fact, I wanted to create two watches, one in black, one in white, all monochromic watches.
Yeah.
And the idea was to have a collaboration with a photographer, a known photographer. He worked with the big names.
Yeah.
So you have, really to see what is the job. What Christian did also in terms of pictures.
Yeah.
So he is, Christian Coigny.
Yeah.
Okay? And this kind of pictures.
Yeah.
So he's really doing black and white pictures only.
Yeah.
And so he's developing his own pictures by himself. So it's argentic pictures.
Yeah.
And then so the idea was also to create also black watches, so in a large size, 41mm and 36mm, and also so the same watches. Sorry, I have to turn the page.
That's okay.
Okay.
No, but I find it so interesting.
And then so we have also the black and white. They are unlimited. Each watch is 200 pieces. So why 100? Because 10 is the black and white also. So here are also pictures from Christian Coigny. So really, really nice pictures from the artist. And here, so we can find information about the watches.
I'm one of those people that loves the integration of art and mechanical art and design and this sort of thing. So it was why I found it so interesting. Hakim, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
It's very nice to meet you and,
nice meeting you.
and Elka watches. That's super.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Luminox. Now, I couldn't walk past this display again, and of course we've got Bear Grylls over there. Now the reason that I've pointed the camera at him there is because I know that some of his pieces are down here, so I will come back to those, but I wanted to show you what's on display here. Now I know that there are some Luminox fans out there. Actually, I like their watches as well. I really like Luminox. I don't know why. I mean, I like the brand, but I like the general aesthetic of a Luminox, and I think fans of Luminox will actually, you know, that I imagine that's one of the reasons that they, you know, are drawn to anything that Luminox make, is because, you know, that they are one of those brands and styles that's very delightful. Anyway, you can see that I like them. Oh, I do like that chronograph right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh yeah, that's very nice. That's exactly my alleyway. Oh, and I like these khaki military colours. Oh, look at that blue one. Look at that. That looks rather cool. That looks like it might be exotic. I might need to grab someone and chat about these, because they are so cool. And hopefully I've captured the what's on display here. I'll just come back so that you can see. I really like these displays. I like Bear as well. And okay, so in this cabinet here, we have some, well, obviously metal cases. So I'm not. Some of these might have exotic cases, and they might be metal cases. I have to come back, but let me show you these here, because that, I'm assuming, has a metal case. So that grabs my, oh, I do like that. I really do like that. I love it when you look at a watch and you think, oh, actually, I like that. You know, you like it because you can already feel the pain of your bank account, because you know what liking one of these watches means. It means that you might pull the trigger and end up spending your pennies on, oh, look at that. So these are the Bear Grylls watches, and I must admit, I do like them. Actually, I really like them. Those two there, both colorways, they're so usable, aren't they? They are very, very nice. How cool is this? I really do like it. Anyway, this is Luminox. Oh, hold on a second. What have we got going on here? Now, in the display, it must be UV light, and the watches are glowing. That looks fantastic. I'm very impressed with Luminox. I really do like them, and these people are laughing at me. Anyway, I will come back. Okay. So Amanda here, I've grabbed her and I've forced her to talk to me a little bit more about these Luminox watches.
Hello.
And hello. And so Amanda, one of the things that so Luminox watches, I'm familiar with the brand.
Yes.
And I like them. In particular, one of my own preferences is I really like the chronograph models, but okay. I like this style. But yes. the big question I have is the case material. Are these all resin, or are they composite material?
So it's a material called Carbanox.
Carbanox.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is extremely lightweight, hard wearing, hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
So yeah, Carbanox, which, as I say, is used in a lot of the models that you see in front of you just there.
Right.
There are some other models which have Carbanox Plus here, which is a little bit more sort of hard wearing. You'll see the difference between the colour of this one here and this one. Yeah.
Okay, so so Carbanox, I imagine, is a carbon fibre composite material.
That's right.
Which I know is going to be the mechanical properties of that material will lend itself perfectly to a watch case.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
So I like the utility aspect of Luminox, and I imagine that people that like Luminox, that's what they like also.
Yeah.
And I love for example, these bezels on these two, they look metal actually.
They're titanium on those particular two models. So those are mil-spec models, so made to specific specifications, military specifications. So yeah, they are extremely hard wearing, and they have different movements into the other watches as well.
And the orange second hand there on the right one.
Really striking on that one. So yeah, that's one of the newer models in the collection, and then there may be another addition to that collection next year as well.
Wow, that is lovely. And it's because what I found very interesting was we had some metal cases here, and I'm assuming that this black one here that's a metal case.
No, so that's Carbinox again. That particular one. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is Carbinox.
Okay, because I love the way that looks.
Yes,
and,
so this is one of the air pieces. So made together with the F117. So Lockheed Martin, the aviation company. So there's a little icon on there actually that's skunk work. So that's actually Superluminova.
Wow.
So that's a sort of a separate part of Lockheed Martin. Yes. So.
Wow. Because the
great collaboration.
Because the Carbinox is going to lend itself to the utility of these watches rather nicely.
Yes.
Amanda, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I didn't know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you. Grabbed David and I'm making him talk to me.
I mean, since you last saw us, we've launched another new caliber. This being the K3 caliber. The K3 is really the kind of next iteration of our original K1. So the K1 was our automatic movement. And the K3 really takes that on to the next step. Using the new, more modern 30mm diameter. 106 hours of power reserve on a single barrel. 106 hours on a single barrel. Full silicon, so you've got a silicon hairspring, a pallet fork, and an escape wheel. COSC certified.
Can I just how did you get the 100 hours?
So a combination of ensuring that the silicon equipment and also all of the winding gear is as efficient as we possibly can make it. Which means that by engineering in modern efficiencies, you get to kind of maintain the overall package running at 3.5 hertz. So it's a kind of magic spot in terms of the frequency to have a good power reserve, good accuracy, good isochronism. But this has allowed us to really bring a product into our range below where we currently were starting at. We were starting, in and around the 5,000 Swiss franc mark. But with this new caliber, we've brought in the new model called the Decaflux. This Decaflux is a stainless steel model that features our new K3 caliber. As with all of our watches, under 10mm in thickness. We're very well known for doing thin wearable watches. We have our proprietary Horage micro adjust clasp on here, so very slim.
That's very slim.
You also have 10mm of adjustment. And this can be adjusted on the wrist in 1mm jumps. So you've got a huge amount of adjustment. It's effectively 2 full links. So you can see here, if I put my finger here and open it, you've got 2 links. So for most people, between warm, cold weather, summer, winter, you would never need to adjust the bracelet once you've fixed it. It's called the Decaflux because we're in the decade of flux. Magnetism is all around us, electric cars, phones, videos, everything you can think of is magnetic.
That is absolutely bang on. I've had so many conversations about magnetism and not having magnets, but of course these days
it's
everything you have has a magnet.
Absolutely. And really, a lot of people have said, it's the Milgauss from Rolex had a lightning hand. Well, yes, and there's Omegas with lightning hands and etc. But we wanted to pay tribute to something that Rolex did with the Milgauss, and what they did was they used the technology of their day to solve the problem of magnetism in watches. And it was because some of the guys at CERN approached them and said, we need a watch that we can use at work. So we've really revisited that. The Milgauss is out of the Rolex range for a few years now, and we've effectively said, if we were to do the same question today, how would we solve it? They obviously used a Faraday cage and soft iron. We're utilising our proprietary silicon technology. So within this watch, of course, we have our silicon hairsprings. that are being used in this watch, and of course we're also utilising our silicon pallets.
One of the things that's
in there as well.
That's just occurred to me in this brief chat is, from Horage, from a technology point of view, you seem to be very on it. I don't expect everyone, but if you're a watch geek like me, the bracelet and the buckle being slim, but having that amount of adjustment is a big deal.
I mean, Sue has got a lot of time she spends on wearability. You know, sometimes people test bracelets for things like, oh, it doesn't move, it's getting over. That's a good thing. Bracelets have to have an amount of play because obviously you want it to be able to follow the contours of your wrist, and everyone's wrist is different. You need that adjustment for some people's wrists swell a lot, some people swell a little, and watches should be slim, as slim as you can make them, to make them wearable. They don't have to be wafer thin. That's a different category.
But it sounds to me that you're throwing the technology sink at the R&D, the technology in the watch, because 100-hour power reserve, I know, is not, that's really not easy. And then you're throwing the anti-magnetism part, because today it really is a thing. It's something.
It's absolutely a thing. It's all around us. But we did a bit of a fun experiment. So a few weeks ago we were in the US, and one of our long-term customers actually works in MRI scanning, and he actually said to us, "Would you like to put your watches in an MRI scanner?"
Oh wow!
And we kind of thought, well, that sounds a bit risky, but okay, let's give it a go. So we actually took this physical watch and a couple of others here, and we put them into a 3 Tesla MRI scanner. Now 3 Tesla is 30,000 Gauss. It's pretty high. And the watches went in and it got turbo boosted into the MRI scanner. Of course, we were not. We were watching through the mirror and filmed everything. But the watches were fine. They came out unharmed, still running, still at accuracy. So we can officially, unofficially say that we know that our watches will survive an MRI scanner. Point to note, please don't wear your watches while having an MRI scan. It probably won't end well. Probably not a good idea, but we did try it, and our very crazy friend Nicholas, who is one of the nicest human beings you'll meet, really kindly allowed us to try this, and is going to give us a certified doctor's letter to say your watches survive 3 Tesla.
But David, that is one heck of a marketing strapline. We're so anti-magnetic, we can go through. That's brilliant.
And it's like we were laughing because it's like your watch has had a health check by a consummate health professional. But so that's a big thing we did this year. This brought us into a price point of 2,750 Swiss francs. UK terms around 2,500 UK. So really coming to about the halfway down from where we originally started. So opening up the brand to a wider audience. And I would, aesthetics aside, because aesthetics are all about personal taste. I think I would dare anyone to find a more feature-packed watch for this price point. There's very few watches out there that can hold a candle to the full spectrum in terms of an in-house, cost certified, anti-magnetic, silicon-based, modern caliber, slim and very wearable. But of course, aesthetics are aesthetics. You love, you hate them, but that's a good thing. You should like and dislike some products. We did a few different dial colours. The other thing we've obviously been doing is our Micro-milspec project. This is our project where we're taking the challenge of how to keep watches regulated to accuracy. 9 times out of 10, if your watch is out of regulation, either you have to be foolishly brave and open your own watch, which if you're trained then it's okay, but it can go badly wrong quickly.
That's right.
Or you're having to visit the watchmaker or the brand. Of course, they have to open up the watch. If you can avoid opening things up generally, try to avoid opening them up. But whether it's dusting this is our system that effectively is using the feature of resonant frequencies that allows you to make micro adjustments to the fully mechanical regulating organs on the watch without opening the case.
Wow.
So this is something we've been working on now for a few years. We announced it round about autumn 2024. We did this project watch as a bit of a concept, and we've now had a lot of clients who decided they liked the slightly unusual style and nature of the watch. And these are hopefully going to start deliveries within the next 6 to 7 months.
Wow.
But we have the fully operating demonstrator here that's on the screen as well, so we can all see how this works. No batteries, no power, nothing inside the watch itself, just using the tool from outside, and the watch ships with the tool, so you can actually regulate your own watch at home whilst watching the Desperate Housewives if you want.
But the thing that strikes me, that all I can think about is if I wore that anywhere, the visual interest that having
with the rotor on the front.
But then you can, the conversation's created. Flip it over, there is the time.
And so you've got here, if we look here, you can see you've got a time telling disc here. So you can tell the time in 5-minute blocks on the front. Let's be honest, most people day to day, we don't necessarily tell the time to the precise minute most of the time.
That's correct.
And then you can just flip it over. And you have your hours, minutes, seconds, and 1/10 of a second. So this can be regulated to iterations of 0.1 seconds. The other thing as well is most people, when they wear their watch, the timekeeping ability is also dependent on the wearer, what they're doing, where they're doing it, how they're doing it. This lets you regulate your watch to your profile, not to an arbitrary standard. So if you know when you wear your watch it runs 3 seconds fast, you can decline the timing by 3 seconds and your watch is effectively running when you wear it at 0 deviation. So it's maintaining the true efficacy and true nature of a mechanical watch with no embellishments, and it lets you make some cool adjustments to it yourself.
That is lovely. That is absolutely. I find this sort of thing so interesting, and I think it's great that Horage have done this.
Thank you.
And David, thank you for your time.
Thanks so much for the chat, as always.
That was so interesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks, take care.
Thank you. Okay, so we have WatchPro, the award winners in London. So let me show you them. And hopefully, there we go, the glare's not too bad. Okay, so the Hublot, IWC Pilot, the diver by Ulysses Nardin, the Christopher Ward, the Loco, I think it's called. I mean, look at that. The Longines. Actually, that's very nice. That's very nice. Jacob & Co. I do like that. It's solid gold, the blue, lovely. The Biver, obviously gold. Actually, I do like Biver. I really do. I think I like the brand. And Bremont. Love it. That is a watch that I shot a video with David wearing that. And I thought it looked great. And of course, Oris at the end. There you go, the WatchPro award winners in central London. I was just about to leave and I saw Duckworth, and because I've got a brief moment where the table's not full of people, I thought, let's take a look. Now, these watches are lovely, and hopefully I'm capturing this orange dial. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to go around the table and hopefully, I think the lighting's okay, so you can see. I'm going to show you some of the pieces on exhibition here, and I love it. There's so many lovely watches to see. Now this one here, I do apologise, I don't know the model names, but that is right up my alleyway. Look at that. That is lovely. Well, it's a special edition, but that really is very nice. It's very striking. I love it. Now these this design, this watch by Duckworth, I have seen before, and I thought, this design cue, this aesthetic, it is very user friendly, and I imagine. This is exactly what, for me, I would wear this actually. This is exactly how I envisage, wearing a very smart watch, a classic style of watch, dressed up, going somewhere nice. This is exactly the sort of watch I would go for, and this design aesthetic is lovely. Okay, and this one here, Now, I know this is the California because I can see the name of it there. This is also a watch that I've noticed before by Duckworth, and it is very nice. It is very nice. It's so. I've got that, you know, child in a sweet shop feeling because I'm wanting to, you know, try everything on, but it would literally take forever. I'd be here for so long. So I'm wanting to capture what's here available. Oh, look at this. So this is solid gold. And, oh, I do like that. Oh, isn't that nice? And look at the presentation. Very classic and very nice. And, yeah, I just, my attention there, the chronographs, how delightful are these? Look at that. It's a very, oh, and look at that dial here. I zoom in there, hopefully I've got it. There might be a little bit of glare, but I think you can capture the look and feel of these watches. Aren't they nice? And of course, the chronographs, it's one of my favourite aesthetics and design styles. Oh, I do like those actually, they are super. And we have, oh, that orange chrono there. Oh, look at this one here, the blue dial and the white sub-registers. Very, very nice. Anyway, hopefully I've just very quickly captured a Duckworth at WatchPro in central London. There you go. So as I was leaving, and I've just taken a quick video of Duckworth, but then Neil, I got chatting to Neil Duckworth. Neil, it's lovely to meet you again. And we were having such an interesting conversation, and I thought, we've got to put this on video. Neil,
thank you.
So, WatchPro,
yeah,
central London, and you started to tell me about this piece. Please continue.
Well, my name's Neil Duckworth. I've been in the watch business for 45 years probably. 20 of those spent running Tag Heuer in the UK.
Wow.
I love watches. I've been in watches all my life.
Wow.
And
wow.
I've distributed Ulysse Nardin, Moser, you name it. There's a lot of brands, but Tag Heuer was my main one. But I always wanted to have my own brand. And 5 years ago, I decided to relaunch my grandfather's brand. So this is a revival brand that I have now.
Wow.
So it is my own brand, but it is a revival of the original watch made by my grandfather Frank Duckworth, and hence this one.
Okay.
This is the first watch I took from the personal collection I have of his. This is a 1939 Prestex. You'll notice it's got a cushion-shaped case. It's got some sort of distinctive fonts on the numerals. It's got a train track. And that was my first watch design. 39mm cushion case, same train track, same numerals, and I did it in 4 variations.
Wow.
Blue fume, black fume, and a green fume.
So is this an original?
That's an original, 1939. Yeah.
And did you say your father or your grandfather?
Grandfather.
Right, so your grandfather made this watch?
He didn't personally make it, but it was made for the family business, Preston's. And they used to have made in Switzerland, under the brand name Prestex watches for sale in their shops. They had shops in the northwest of England.
So you've taken that to that, bringing back to, well, not back to life, but using the Duckworth name.
Yeah, well, I decided to use our own name as well. I wanted I wanted it to be an eponymous brand. I wanted to be quite clear that I'm the designer, I'm the owner, it's my brand. But I needed the name Prestex because that's the history.
Yeah.
And that provides us with a history going back 3 generations to 1924. And as you can see, I've got a whole collection of original Prestex pocket watches and wristwatches here. And all my designs come from that. So take this, for example. This is a small second automatic watch with a see-through case back, sapphire glass, lovely font. And if you're wondering where I got the font from,
of course,
sorry, that is the font there on the original. That's a mid-30s pocket watch from Preston's.
Wow. Can I just feel the weight of oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so that is where I get the idea from.
Yes.
So all my collection will be based in part or in whole on a watch from the Prestex back catalogue.
Right.
And my most recent example, and the best-selling one, is this model here called the Parker. And the Parker is based on this 1935 original Prestex.
Wow.
And here is my faithful reproduction of that. And that is a quartz watch.
Yeah.
But it's the same configuration as that.
Yeah.
It was made in 4 different dial variations.
Yeah.
The demand
classics.
was so big for it that I made a mechanical, because people said, we like it, but we don't want the quartz watch. Can you make a mechanical version?
Right.
Which I have done exactly that.
Oh, wow.
So it's a slightly larger case, but it's still got that vintage vibe about it. Just has Prestex on it, and there's a see-through back there, which is a Peugeot 7001 ETA movement.
Oh, wow.
So that is...
Oh, I do find this so interesting.
Yeah, that is a great... That's been actually one of my most popular watches of recent months. This is the Parker mechanical manual winding watch at £795.
Wow.
Very much of its time.
Yeah.
And that is the story of the brand, the revival, and why it is where it is today.
That is... thank you so much.
My pleasure, Steve.
I find that really so interesting. Thank you again.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, the Micro-milspec world timer, and I have one here. Now I shall just put the camera there because I want to show you this watch. It is lovely. Now it's a GMT chronograph, a Duckworth movement. It has a lovely finishing on, I believe, a titanium case. And so, of course, you know, the mil-spec part of it, the technology that's gone into the R&D and the build is lovely. But look at that. I was really taken by this watch, so I thought, I have to show you. Anyway, this is the Micro-milspec world timer. Isn't that lovely? That is super. Now, look at that. That is lovely. Now, of course, if you've seen my other videos, you know that the chronograph aesthetic, the style, is one of my favourites. Now, I understand that, oh, look at that case design. Oh, that's very nice. Look at that. And I love the detail on the case back like this. But what is capturing me, this is why I love coming to these events, because when you get these pieces in the hand, you get to see, you get to hold them, and they always shout a bit louder when they're in your hand. They are very nice. Let me just zoom in there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is very nice. The build quality, you know, these days, Swiss made watches, it's always like this. They are super. Now, the millgraph here. Of course, you might think, I mean, using my words, you know, that there's the design cue of Micro-milspec is there. And I must say, even though this is a left-hander, so this is a GMT chronograph, and I'll just put the world timer out of frame there. There was something quite nice about this. I think it's the contrast of the matte dial, the matte case, and then, you know, all behind the sapphire crystal glass there. But it's really nice. And once again, the profile is something very, and the strap is lovely, and the matching buckle is something I really appreciate. And of course, the rubber straps, they're so comfortable. And once again, you've got this lovely contoured styling of the side of the case. Attention to detail. I really like it. Anyway, this is Micro-milspec is a brand that has got my attention, and these two in particular, I love them both. They're exactly the sort of thing I'd go for, and they're very nice. Anyway, this is the world timer, and this is the millgraph. Aren't they nice? So I was taken by this presentation actually, and look at this cap, it's great. That's okay. And okay, so let's Now, I don't know a lot about the brand, but I've seen some press images of these watches, and hopefully the glare isn't too bad. Hopefully that's coming through okay. I'll have some images that will hopefully be better, but I thought I'd quickly show you the pieces on display here. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they very nice? I like the display, and there's the piece on the wall of the hoarding. Anyway, I was just pleasantly delighted by this presentation. And there you go. Denison. Aren't they lovely? And the reason that I'm taking you here is I'm taking to the most important room inside this venue, and it is the WatchPro refreshments. Now look at that. I am very the life support mechanism here. Anyway, this is WatchPro. This is how they roll in London.